Hey guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today I wanted to play through some of this Horizon Chase Turbo game. Now this one is actually the PlayStation 4 version, and I actually picked this one up from Brazil. Now when this game first came out, I actually ordered it right away as I wanted a physical copy of this game, and it wasn't just out yet, so I actually picked up this copy. It was pretty cheap, and just looking at it, this is a really awesome, classic, fun racing style game that has some crisp visuals, and it's just a lot of fun. It definitely reminds me of some of those arcade style games from back in the day, from the 80s and 90s, and this is just pretty cool. So it came with this little pamphlet on the inside. It's actually just one page, and then it has some signatures on the back and a little bit of information about this game. So we'll go ahead and get into this. I'll just give it a second or two as I will follow along with some of the comments during this live stream. So I've actually already played through a portion of this game, but I wanted to go ahead and play over some of it, just show some of the different areas and aspects of this game. Just go ahead and comment below, let me know how everything looks, sounds, and just let me know if everything's hooked up right. And let me just go ahead and pull up this comment. So it just looks like another minute we should have the feed along. So for anyone joining in, just let me know how everything sounds. And let me know if you've actually played this game. This is the PlayStation 4 version of the game, not the Nintendo Switch. So while it's actually loading, I'll go ahead and get out of this main title screen right here. So of course, when we look at the screen right here, you'll notice that there's actually a campaign, there's a playground, and a tournament option. Now, as you first start out, it doesn't appear that everything is actually unlocked. So as you progress through this, you actually have to unlock as you go. So I actually played with some of my friends. They really enjoyed this game, and we worked our way around some of this game here. So of course they have plenty of different options and different areas that you can go ahead and play through. So of course, I was going through this world tour, and it looks like I have 16% complete. So of course, there's tons that I actually missed, and you have to complete some trophies as you go through these different levels. And for some reason, it's taking just a little longer to actually pull up this live stream. Alright, so here it actually is. So let me know if everything sounds okay. Hey, I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. Just let me know how everything sounds, and I appreciate you sharing on Twitter. Thank you, Ness Addict. So of course, if we start out right here, this was actually the beginning. This is where you actually start in this game. So, as you can tell, I've unlocked some of the different trophies here. Thanks. Just wanted to make sure, just because it's been a little while since I set this up. So, of course, we'll play through this first area. Of course, there's different tracks that you have to play through. So, and I really like the selection of cars. Now, they don't actually have their specific brands, but of course you can kind of tell which car is which. So we'll just start out with this first car. And I'll play through a little bit that I've already played through, just to get a feel and kind of get some practice in here. So of course that ghost car is where I actually started when I went through this the first time. So of course you'll notice that I picked up some stuff right there, and then the main thing that you actually have to worry about picking up at the right time are some gas cans, and they only appear at certain parts of each level, so if you miss them, it's possible that you may run out of gas. So you actually have to be conscious of that, and it's a pretty fast-paced game, so it's definitely something that you have to be mindful for, and you really have to plan it out, as you could miss it. And then, as you can tell, these graphics are just so old school. They definitely have a pretty interesting style to them. And it just has a different spin. I really like the smoke that you see behind the tires as you're turning. There are some turbo aspects in this game as well. And you have to be careful not to hit some of the items that are on the side of the road, in the road. And you have to be careful not to bump into the cars. So of course that one was one of the easiest races because it's still at the beginning. Hey, just playing some of this game, Horizon Chase Turbo. So you have to collect some tokens, you have to be mindful of the fuel, and everything kind of adds together to help with these points. It's definitely a pretty fun game, and I would definitely recommend it. So I have first on these first two, so I'll see if I can get first on this one. And there's even some upgrades. You can also change the color of the vehicles. So it's pretty simple, but it's pretty stunning at the same time, and has a lot going on with it. So you have to be careful about bumping into certain objects on the side of the road. And of course the vehicles. And then of course certain levels it's pretty easy to go off-road. So this looks like one of those. And that is how you boost. So it's pretty crazy when you crash, because your car just kind of bounces around. It's not realistic, but it's pretty fun, it's pretty playful. Now I just have to focus and kind of pull it together. And I like how it kind of shows those little word bubbles when you pass by, so pretty cool. It has like a different feel to it than these modern games today, so this one definitely brings back that retro style. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, this is definitely a pretty fun game, and a lot of people seem to enjoy it. So of course this one only has these 2 different tracks, and this one still need to improve. So as you go on in this game, you definitely get used to the controls, you kind of get used to some things that are going on. So we'll just kind of change it up. Some of the cars are pretty nice looking. I like how you can change the colors. Definitely has a nice touch to it. And as you can tell, they really blew it away with the background and the different colors. Some of them are just so bright, and it just looks really great as you're passing through. And it's crazy because it really makes you look like you're going a lot faster. So this is definitely a quick-paced game, and there's just so much to look at. Even your headlights come on when it gets a little bit darker. Of course, the scenery in the background, that skyline, the city right there is just so cool looking. And it does get pretty challenging as you go along, as sometimes you'll run out of gas because they're on one particular side, not just in the center. So you may miss them, and that makes it pretty difficult. Hello there. Hi everyone, thanks for joining in. And also, let me know if you guys have played this game and what your thoughts are on it, as this is actually the PlayStation 4 version, and I got this physical copy off of eBay. This was actually shipped from Brazil, so when this first came out there wasn't a physical copy yet, so I actually got this one a while back. I played it briefly, had some friends play, and it's definitely pretty fun. Everyone seemed to enjoy it, and it has that old style feel, kind of like those Outrun classic arcade games, and it's definitely a lot of fun. The visuals on here are pretty amazing, and it does get pretty challenging as you go along. So of course I'm playing over some of the races, one, to try and get used to the controls again, and 2, just kind of catch up where I left off, show some different areas, and try and actually beat some of the time and races. And then of course, as you can tell, as I'm collecting these coins and the gas, you can see right up in the top corner on the right, you'll notice that there's the gas meter, so you can actually run out of gas if you don't collect the gas cans as they pop up. And of course, once again, I missed the turbo. So there are some turbo options in here. So it's still kind of early on, so the gas cans are pretty well spread across the road, and as it gets more challenging, they'll only be on one side, you'll often miss them, and it can get a little bit frustrating. course, each race kind of looks a little bit different than the last one. This definitely takes me back to a time when things were pretty simple but challenging. And I believe that this game is pretty cheap. It's not one of those really expensive games. So it should be on the cheaper side if you guys are interested. Yeah, it definitely is pretty fun. When I first got it, I played quite a bit of it. Of course, there's so much more to play. There's actually, I believe, over 100 different races. So it definitely has a lot to it. There's different style races too. So it looks like this one, I didn't actually get first place. And there's different tournament style games. Of course, this one looks much different than the other style races that I just played. So you're on this dirt road. Even the smoke that's coming from the tires, it has this dirt look to it. I like the variety of cars in here. So you see some classic ones, like the one I keep hitting. And of course, some of these pretty high-end looking cars. So I just have to not bump into everything. Which you can see why it's a little bit challenging at times. You have to maneuver through everyone and not hit everything. And it's pretty crazy every time you hit into something pretty hard. So of course I didn't hit first place, so I'll have to play that. Yeah, this game is pretty fun. I really like it. Oh, nice. So I'll try that one again. And then we can go ahead and move on to the other area. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of those old style games. Has different aspects. And I thought about getting it for the Switch as well, as I could take it with me and set up. So even though this one had a little bit more laps, it was a little bit faster. Of course, I'm lapping tons of people here. Yeah, I don't actually remember. I did buy this one. This is a Brazilian copy, but it still plays. So I got it right when it first was released. So it says, I even have the little sticker that was on it. It says Brazil. So I kept that with it. So of course I got a new car. So this is California. This is the first area. Of course I rushed through because I wanted to unlock more as I went along. So then we have this, which you can tell I didn't get too many gold medals or gold trophies, so yeah, there's tons of different areas. So this is like the world tour part, so it kind of goes all over. And then of course you can tell that these ones are all not unlocked just yet. So it looks like there's 12 here. So this game definitely has a lot to it. And you get a little bit more complete and more points, the more trophies. I know, it is sad. Because I didn't want to just download it. I actually wanted the physical game. And it's terrible that that's, you know, where we're going. There's just something about having the physical game on the shelf, being able to see what extras it comes with, all the different art style. It's one thing just looking at it on a screen, and then it's another thing. So it's pretty crazy. And even this physical copy, I don't think it was much more than the regular copy either, so don't exactly remember where it got a little bit more difficult with the gas. I definitely remember when I first played it, I ran out of gas quite a few times right before the finish line, so we'll see if this is where it starts to get a little bit more selective on its course. See, it's on this side now, so instead of it being all across the entire street, you just saw that the gas cans were on one side. So of course if you cut that turn a little bit different, you may miss it, and then of course you might run out of gas. So that's definitely something to be mindful of. Especially if it's not a shorter track. This one looks a little bit longer. Definitely up to try and do a little bit better than I am now. Of course I got third. Yeah, the music is definitely good. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I know. I don't know if I'm gonna get that amazing console. Definitely don't know if that's, you know, quite my style. Alright, let's try... Let's try this one. See if I can... And we'll drive a pink car. So it can be pretty challenging, and it's real easy just to go back and kind of play over again. So this one is called The Cemetery. It's definitely pretty crazy with these visuals. You have these bright colored cars. Just have a lot going on. And of course I missed the gas right there, so. Sometimes the gas only appears once, I believe, on each lap, so you have to grab it when you can so you don't run out of gas. Oh, and I missed it again. Hope that I don't run out of gas. Oh, perfect. Woo! So even when you crash, it's still pretty quick paced. So it doesn't, you know, restart you, drop you from the sky, make you reset. It just kind of bounces you back. So of course that one I didn't do as well either. So this is Horizon Chase Turbo. And I actually have this PlayStation 4 copy. Thank you guys for joining in. Howdy. This game is definitely pretty fun. I would definitely recommend it. They do have it for the Switch as well. So a lot of people play it for that. So I'm just kind of bouncing around. I've already unlocked some of these different areas, but I'm just trying to get a feel for it again. I haven't played online. I believe that there is online on here, but I haven't actually played it yet. Definitely don't remember this. So this one has even more to it. You have all the snow, and definitely a lot going on in this race. Yeah, there's different aspects to the game, so I'm playing the World Tour, just kind of unlocking some things. There is the multiplayer part where I was playing with a few of my friends, so it was 4 of us actually racing through. But I believe that I had to unlock that. I don't think it was there right away. Or it might have been, I just didn't realize it. Of course, the main thing is to come in first and collect these items that appear. Sometimes there's the boosts, sometimes there's gas, which you need because of that bar that you'll notice at the top right. So some of the levels in the races are pretty long, so you have to be mindful of where the gas cans are. And the more stuff that you collect, the more points you get. Of course, especially when you come in first place. And when you crash like that, it just kind of bounces you around. So pretty fun. So of course I'm out of boost. And no! Yeah, this definitely reminds me of that. And it's a really fun racing game. Especially if you like those older style ones. That 80s, 90s, classic arcade style feel. Where it's pretty simple, but has some pretty stunning graphics. Yeah, I definitely like the little quotes. Definitely. So as you can tell, some of the racers are really bright. Like this one is really cool looking. You have the bright colored cars. You have just the stunning visuals. Everything's all bright on this. So simple, but challenging all at the same time. And it's pretty competitive when you play with some of your friends. So you're constantly bumping into one another, especially if you're neck and neck, and you gotta get the gas, as one person may get it, and then you may run out of gas, which is pretty bad when that happens. So it'll remind you that the fuel is low. So now I desperately need to find some before I run out of gas. So let's hope I'm on the right side when it pops up. Oh no! So that tends to happen. Thought there was some more up here maybe. Maybe we'll see what it's like to run out of gas. Yep. So, of course you just kind of power down and you'll eventually stop. Oh nice, I didn't know that. This would be pretty fun, I bet, to play on the phone as well. But of course, if you have the Switch, this would be much better to play on that. Alright, so this one doesn't look like it has too many curves. So we'll try this one, see if I can beat my third place. Just kind of get a different feel for it. So this one definitely has a little bit of a wider space than the other one. So this one has some different colors too. There we go, gotta get some gas. I just think it's so crazy when you crash in that thing. Kind of just roll around. so it looks like I'm out. It's like you're going so fast it kind of messes with you a little bit with all these lines. Alright, sorry, I only got that thing. Yeah, this is definitely not checkered flag. It's definitely a bit easier to control, and yeah, I can kind of see it though. It just has like that differing style than most modern racing games. So I can kind of see it having some similarities on. Alright, so let's try this one. See if I can beat any of my trophies. And I like that the cars aren't too far off, so they don't really say what type of car it is, but you can kind of tell which brands and which cars they are just by how they look. So I definitely like that. Kind of gives it a little bit of some sort of realistic. I like this part of it too. This is really cool. How it changes colors like that. Just really has these bright and crisp looking colors. So it looks like this one's a little bit faster. For the race, I'll have to stop bumping into things. Alright, so this is the final lap. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get first, so we'll try, but I think I'm a little bit too far off. And hopefully I don't run out of gas. Alright, so I didn't even get third place. Yeah, I think that one was a lot more popular. I definitely think that's one that I played a little bit more. It's just a really cool game. I really like the style of it. I like how it kind of is like a little throwback. So this one, compared to this first one, which I have gold and everything, this one was a little bit more challenging. It started to pick up the pace. So we'll just jump here and see if I can beat some of these trophies. So this one I had second, but it looks like a pretty simple track, so we'll see if I can just keep going around. And so of course now we're in a different part of the world. And that little ghost there, of course, is me on the first go around. So it kind of shows you where you are. So if you fall behind, you can see what you did to kind of get further along. And of course you can try and beat your time and everything, and it'll show you where you went wrong. So there I kind of boosted upwards. Then I also picked up another racing game recently, so I'll definitely have to play that one as well. And then today I also just did a quick little review on a game that I recently picked up, so I'll go ahead and get that footage together, and hopefully that video will be out tomorrow. And then of course I have plenty of other goodies that I still have to unbox. I have tons of boxes in my main gaming area. Stuff I just need to talk about and kind of show off a little bit. Oh nice, I'll definitely have to look at that, see what it's like. I actually just discovered the Sonic the Hedgehog game on the phone, which was pretty fun. I was playing that the other day in Panera Bread, so I'll definitely have to check that out and see what I can find. That's pretty crazy. So it must have got some good reviews on there, and then they decided to, I guess, port it to a console. So we can kind of choose. You notice that on each of the different vehicles they have top speed, acceleration, handling, fuel, nitro, and of course you get upgrades as you advance through. So that's why you'll see. So it looks like the car that I'm currently using is probably the better one. So I'll just keep changing up the color on it. But I also will have some big news, hopefully sooner rather than later, with my channel and a game room and everything, so definitely stay tuned for that. Everything's kind of still in the works, may take a few months, but I definitely have some big changes coming, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do in my next game room tour video, but I may have to do one sooner rather than at the beginning of the year, as I may have a much larger space soon as needed, because I have so much stuff. A lot I've had to actually put in bins, kind of store away for now, and I've forgotten what I've had and bought over the years, and just all of these different displays and things that I've bought. I'd love for everything to kind of be in one area instead of all these separate areas, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll try and do some updates as we move along, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. Then of course let me know if you guys follow me on other social medias. I've been posting a lot of stuff on Reddit recently. Of course I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Vero, Facebook, and I'm still trying to figure out some things where I can stream on Twitch, Facebook, and here on YouTube all at the same time. So I'm definitely trying to get some things together, and I really need some fuel here. Hopefully I don't run out. See, it's not always readily available when you may need it. Alright, so that means... Oh, that would have helped. So you definitely have to be careful and not bump into the vehicles. So I was pretty close on that one. I might have to try that again. But if you guys follow me on any of the social media platforms, you guys can send me a message, let me know what you'd like to see in some of my videos. Whether it's a game that came out, one that you notice in the background of some of my pictures, ones that I've picked up, and I'll certainly try and play some requested games. I think I was just playing this one. And of course I'm still trying to figure out some of the settings with retro style games on this live stream, so that's still a work in progress. But I can certainly get some footage together and kind of do a little review on certain things and some gameplay. Of course, these cars keep getting in my way. Looks like I'm out by that. And of course I just installed the guys. Definitely on those turns, they're a little trippy. Okay, I'm doing this one there. Come on, where's the fuel at? No. That helped much, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Nope. I know, I felt like I was doing much better that time, but it didn't really look like it. Here, see if I can beat any of these. That one has 4 laps, 4 and 3. We'll try this one out. I know, I used to love playing all the Need for Speed games. They were definitely some of my favorites. Of course, now this one's raining. So it's pretty neat how they have the different weather effects, how the one race it was snowing, there was snow coming down, the road and everything was snowy. So this is pretty neat how it kind of changes. It's not all just the same style, it's a little bit different. The decorations and the background and everything that's on here really make it interesting and kind of pop and stand aside. Of course I keep hitting those things. So that ghost car right there is where I was last time I played, which I had a whole different vehicle. I didn't actually have this one unlocked. And it looks like that's all. Oh, I should have done that. Hopefully I can catch up to the ones in front. I don't see them yet. Okay, there's one. Oh, that's not even one. That's one that they lapped. So they must be... Yeah, they're pretty far ahead. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the open world stuff either. I kind of like having like a pre-set style where you can just kind of pick up and go. Anytime that I play them now, I'm completely lost when I start. So I don't remember where I went, what's going on. Alright, let's try this one. It's been a while since I played some of the Need for Speed games too. I used to love playing it. Need for Speed Underground on the PS2. I used to love playing that one. Just like the different style racing. Do like drifting and have different races. One racing game that I really love is, it's called Split Second. They made it for the Xbox 360 and PS3. I'll definitely have to get some footage of that too, so I'll have to pull out that game. I just remember it being so much fun, so challenging. Kind of like a similar aspect. You wouldn't think that it was made by Disney with the graphics and everything. It just looks so awesome. It has a lot of detail in that game. And you kind of unlock different trophies and you have to better each time you go to advance to the next area. And I actually beat that entire game and had everything gold. But I'll definitely try and get some of my favorite racing games together in a little video. Definitely on those turns that get you. Alright, hopefully I don't run out of gas. Haven't seen those. Oh no! And that's what happens when you run out of gas. You just kinda die down. So, and then it taunts you. It says race over, you ran out. So that is definitely... Thanks for joining in. I definitely appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah, those are all great games. Need for Speed, Sonic Racing, Crash Team Racing, Ridge Racer, Cruisin'. Definitely thank you guys for stopping by. 20th place because I ran out of gas. Disqualified. So that's what happens when you run out. It's definitely getting pretty challenging because I'm not doing as well as I was when I first started. Alright, let's try that. This one looks pretty cool. I kind of like the darker style ones where you have your lights on, and this one looks pretty neat. Different style road and everything. And it looks like there's some gas right at the beginning and then right there. So. Oh, that was cool. It changed from dark to light. So there's not a whole line of gas, so you'll have to get a little there, and I think there's a spot right here, a little bit here. And just get around these cars. Zipping right up here. And some of the cars you'll notice that they're there and I pass them, it's just because I'm lapping them. Here we go. Boom. First place. So it just takes a little bit. Of course, I got a new record. So you can, of course, replay. Kind of get a little bit further. So that's my new best. So in the top right, you'll notice that there's that little award meter. So you need so many points in order to advance through this world. So as you see, I unlocked there, but of course I need a little bit more. And they have 3171, but I need 5300. So I actually didn't play through all of these. So here we have first, fourth, and third. So I'll try and beat this one, as I'll get some extra points. And then of course there's no way that I'm going to be able to finish this tonight, so I'll play a little bit longer, and then I can always pick up a little bit later. I just wanted to kind of show a little feel of how this game is, as it's definitely a really fun game. It's one of those classic style, at least what it reminds me of. Has these bright visuals, kind of pops, it's pretty crisp. And it's simple yet difficult all at the same time. And of course they have it for the Switch as well. So this is the PlayStation 4 version. Keep hitting everything. Now I remember why I got fourth place. I could just kind of squeeze past these guys. Oh no! Well, I probably would have made it if I didn't get hung up right now. I'll go ahead and try that one. So I think I might be able to at least get third or second. Alright, so let's try that one again. Be very mindful and not keep bumping into things. So if you bump into the cars, it kind of sets you back a little bit. And then of course if you bump into objects, it messes you up a little bit. So you definitely have to kind of maneuver through the cars. Which is pretty hard when they're lined up like that. You have to just try and squeeze right around. That would have helped to get that boost right there. It's like they bump you. Final lap, I'm not sure I'm gonna do it. Sure exactly how far these guys are. Oh no! I did it again. Come on! Oh, I was so close there. Just wanted to at least try and beat it. Well, it looks like I didn't even place in this, so I'll play some of the ones that I haven't yet played. See if I can unlock that next part of the world. And then if not, I'll try and play a little bit later. No. I picked up some of that boost, but... Oh, there was the gas. Hopefully there's some more fuel and I don't run out. Oh, I think I just passed it again. No, don't run out. Out of boost, out of fuel. No, 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 no. Okay, good. Sometimes you can drift a little and you'll run right into the field. So now I just need to find some more. Nice if I can find fuel and a boost. No, no, no. Okay, at least I got second. I thought I was gonna run out. So that would not have been good. So that's some more points, as I didn't race that place before. So now we have this one to do. Just need a little bit more to unlock this one. Crazy how much this reminds me of playing back in the day, playing in the arcade, sitting down, racing. Playing with some friends, trying not to come in the very last place. Some of those arcade games where there's even more than 20 cars and try not to come in last place. This one's pretty neat looking. All the different colors in the background right there. Oh, and of course I got distracted. This part looks really cool with these little archways. Cars. Oh, that would have helped. No, that would really help. I can at least place and not get fourth. Get third and get a trophy. Second place car. Here is number 1. Oh, that part always gets me. Go, go, go. No. Okay. Well, at least I placed. Definitely, this definitely has that arcade feel. Which I think is why I really like this. I think it definitely has that older style. There's classic when games were just so great. So it doesn't even look like I played any of these, so. This one looks pretty cool. Called Wild Night. Looks a lot different than the other ones that I played. So this one kind of looks different. Bop one through. Try and get closer to the front. And closer to the back. Really need to get away from these cars. Too many to bump into. Oh, I could have used that. Oh, I missed it again. Come on, move out my way. Oh no. No, no, no. Can't run out of gas. No, come on. I was so close. Well, at least I unlocked a new car. Dynamite. So we'll try this one. Has some nitro. Yeah, let's try this car and see. See, I don't want people bumping into this nice car. Little street rod. That was pretty crazy looking for a second. Like I was going so fast. Just need to pass these cars so I don't keep bumping into them. See, when they all cluster up like that, it makes it pretty difficult to pass. Instead of staying in a straight line, I know. No, that's not how we do. Here it is. Sure hope that there's some more gas. Be a shame. No, no, no. There's the gas. There's the gas. Yes. Thought I was about to run out, but it looks like I just drifted to some gas. At least I didn't lose the whole race. So that is why it's important to get gas. No, it's just my first time playing the game. No, I played it a long time ago, right when this game first was released. I guess whenever I bought this physical copy, and I didn't actually get this far yet, so this is new. But I did play it, and I played for several hours with some of my friends. We kind of played together in the multiplayer. So it looks like I finished this. Okay. But I don't have... It's like I don't have enough, so... You'd think it was like my first time. No, I did pretty well in this section. Everything's all gold. Then of course you can tell I kind of went downhill. And then of course here, I didn't even get trophies. So let's try and get a trophy. 'Cause I need some more points. Try and play a little bit more and see if I can get some trophies. And then if I can't get quite enough points, I may have to this time. And then I'll try and unlock a little bit more and see how much it changes as we go through the different parts of the world. I mean, I did only play that one time, so it's technically like my second time. But it's been quite a while. But either way, I'd like to try and make it all the way through. See how much I can unlock and, you know, kind of pick it up. Especially when I have people over, they seem to enjoy it, so it's pretty fun and well-rounded game, and I'll see what the online stuff is like too. So there's my ghost up there. Already, I just got some. Alright, so that one did worse. Hello there. Thanks for joining in and stopping by. This is Horizon Chase Turbo. Playing through a little bit more here. Alright, let's try that again. See if I can actually get a trophy on this one. It's definitely picking up in its difficulty here. Of course, it doesn't help that I keep bumping into things. Need to get out of this cluster of cars. Make it a little bit easier to kind of pass people if I wasn't getting bumped into. want to try and at least beat my personal best. Place, whether it's first or third. Anything would be nice to get a trophy. And of course I'm out of boost. No! I got 7! I didn't even know I was on the last lap. Alright, I definitely can't end it there. I even like how it has those different, like, little blocky shapes. I like how my ghost car just kind of spun around. That means I must have hit something. First time I played. Come on, go, go, go. No, 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 no. No. Come on. Well, I got a new record, but I didn't quite make it where I want it to be. So it looks like it's probably gonna take a little while for me to get enough points. So it looks like still quite a few away. Guess I'll try and at least get one of these trophies and then probably end it. Hey, I think this is the one I shame if I ran out of fuel. Hopefully that'll be enough to push me to the end. Nope. Come on. And it didn't look like that. So I at least beat the one time by a couple seconds. Let's try that again. I think I can beat it. I'm gonna try and end on a good note. Not in like last one. Come on, move out the way. Alright, if I can just get to third place, get a trophy. No! Okay, at least I got a trophy. So I will take it. Alright, so it definitely looks like I still need a little bit more to go. So obviously here I have all of this gold. Of course it's only 82% complete because you have to collect and get pretty much everything, but that's pretty good. Then here it looks like 55%. I have quite a few bronze and silver trophies, a gold one. And then here I'll have to continue to replay because I have plenty of bronze and silver. And then here is where I don't even have a trophy here. And I don't have a trophy there either. So I'll have to continue playing. Looks like I have about 20% complete, so this will be something that I'll just periodically play a little bit. I definitely wanted to at least play for you guys as this is a really fun game. It has a lot of stuff going on. This is Horizon Chase Turbo. So this one is the PlayStation 4 version. I actually ordered this when it first came out as there wasn't a physical copy. So I actually got this one from Brazil. So here's the little sticker that was on it. So this one was a physical copy. They do have it for the Switch as well, which I would even consider getting it for that. That way you can play on the go. It's a pretty fun game as we have this world tour aspect. There's even some content purchase. There's even a coming soon area on this campaign. Then you have this playground, which you have some different aspects. It says extra nitro mirrored. Extra nitro mirrored. So I haven't really played that. And then you have this tournament where you can play the unlocked areas. And that way it kind of makes it so that you can play as a tournament instead of just one race. So this is definitely a pretty fun game. I appreciate everyone who stopped in and said hi. So I'll definitely go ahead and stop it here. And once again, thank you guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos. I'll continue doing some live streams and currently working on a little review of a game that I picked up. If you guys follow me on various social media, you'll notice some pickups and some updates that I do on there. And if there's anything that you guys would like to see, make sure that you guys follow my social media. I have Instagram, Twitter, Vero, Facebook, my own Facebook page, and just plenty more. I'm also on Reddit now, so make sure you guys stay tuned for all that. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll kind of update as I go along. And if there's something that I am planning, I'll try and give a little update on there. So of course, thank you guys, and have a good one.